Not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
You might want to take it a little easier when you escape next time.
Kriege ich eh nicht hin. Und zwar... Und... Okay, das ging überraschend gut. Ja, tue ich einfach mal so, als wenn ich alles lesen würde. So. Habe alles gelesen. Gut, ne? Starten wir mal den Fernseher ein.
Our war does not end here. This target is not the last. With our will and our resolve, Al-Samad shall continue these attacks to fight the aggression of the West.
Waffentraining, Spionagetraining und was haben wir da hinten? Ausrüstungstraining. Beginnen wir doch mal mit dem Spionagetraining, weil ich dafür wahrscheinlich wieder am längsten brauchen werde.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
I'm here for espionage training.
Westridge's new recruit. Good. There's no time to waste. So, orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
I did my fair share in gym class.
Yeah, well, yes or no will do. Up the ladder is the training area. The first test is navigating through the environment without being detected. Following that, you'll be facing live challenges against the agents here.
Anything else I should know about running this course?
Yes. I suggest you do it quickly. And talking gives your position away.
What's the deal with the security panel?
It secures the entrance. If you're as capable as Westridge says, then you should have no trouble hacking it and gaining access to the course.
Ah, toll.
Clock's ticking.
Great.
Ja. So, dann probieren wir es mal.
Course begins now. Hack the door in front of you to gain access to the course.
Genau, hacken. Weil ich da ja so gut drin bin. Nein, da. So. Wo ist es denn? Da. So.
Always check your surroundings for cameras. Can't have you appearing on the nightly news.
Zwei, drei und vier. So.
Mind the gap. The key to stealth is timing. Pay attention to camera movements, then exploit their blind spots.
Bisher ging's ja. Oh.
Taking in the view? Yeah, well, I doubt the view is what's making you hesitate.
Na, so. 1, 2, 3 und 4. So. War falscher Alarm.
I've unlocked the security door. Come back to the control room for your evaluation.
Okay.
Your score is based on several factors. Sorting the numbers now.
Ist das gut?
Very good. Above average performance for a trainee. Okay. You want to run it again?
Nö.
No, I don't think so.
Very well, I'll log the results. Westridge can complete your evaluation once you finish the other tests.
Anything else you could share that might help me out? I feel like I've already got the basics down.
Was there anything else?
What do you actually do here?
My primary role is intelligence analysis, but at times I serve as a handler during sensitive missions.
Intelligence analyst, huh? Find any yet?
Excuse me?
Intelligence, I mean.
Ah, humor.
Fine. That joke killed at graduation.
It's no joke. The smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly, could have great repercussions.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliché. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East. All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
Okay.
Controlling the repercussions of these events, getting agents the information they need to put fires out before they rage out of control, that is my job.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you, or another analyst. My job is, what, to listen?
Yes, it's a numbers game. But decisions must be made quickly. If the decisions are solely reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
So sometimes you create events.
For political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
We are. But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
What else do you do here aside from analysis?
Whatever is needed.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation. But why would that be an excellent deduction?
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
Alright, I was just asking, no harm meant. I even take back the janitor comment.
The title fits, and apologies are necessary and unwarranted. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
What does that mean exactly?
This place cannot be found. If Alpha Protocol is compromised, any evidence of the program must be deleted.
But what happens to the... I mean, is there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
What happens to the people?
Expendable.
Are you serious? You are serious. You sound like you've done this before.
If I have, it's classified. Or perhaps I'm joking. Are we done here, Agent? I think I've answered all your questions.
Some of them, yeah. The others can wait.
So, ja, hätten wir das. Ich muss aber noch die anderen Trainingsdinger machen. So. Ich mache noch die anderen Trainingssachen. Und gehe dann erst ins Zimmer zurück. Da, laden. Ja.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hey. Hey, you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to write it down for you?
No need, Maria. That voice of yours carved it into my head.
It's Mina, actually.
Oops.
But
Sorry.
good guess.
Not really. I blame the drugs they gave me. I wasn't exactly myself.
The guards will be glad to hear that. You made quite the first impression.
Yeah. So, weapons training. That's your job here then.
Leaving out the question mark next time would inspire more confidence. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
Alright, what's the next step?
Just head through the door to the firing range, and I'll keep in contact with you over the earpiece. Head over to the table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
The standard field agent package includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the pistol. Equip the pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target. Good aim. Now, steady your aim for a few seconds. Then fire. Precision shots can take down a target quickly. Almost. Almost.
Was denn? Wollte...
Almost.
Ja, was will denn hier? Also, so, ich warte. Ah, okay.
Now, let's move on to the submachine gun. Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil. Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target. Accuracy's terrible while firing blind, but it can get the job done, eventually. Now try popping out and focusing your aim. You can use cover to your advantage here. I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right. Let's see how you do against some moving targets.
Bewegliche Ziele. Mal gucken.
Now, with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close. Good. Now for the shotgun.
Okay. Nö.
Now for your submachine guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but... And that's enough. For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully.
Whoops.
Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range.
Oh, da oben ist ja noch einer.
That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
Gut, hätten wir dieses seltsame Schusstraining auch erledigt. So, da.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now.
Alright. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Darcy? Who the hell is that?
Our tech instructor. Very insecure.
Well, how's he doing?
Not well. He's distracted.
Why?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second. In case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
So how'd I do on the course?
Calling it up now.
Ja.
It'll do. Satisfactory enough for Westridge, I think. You can give it another run if you want. The course should be free.
I'll pass.
Very well. I'll log your score. I'll have the results sent to your handler, and Westridge can give the rest of your evaluation, provided you've completed the other tests.
So, letzter Test. Mein Gott, das Spiel hält aber ganz schön lange.
Mikey, be with you in a moment. I'm just setting some things up here. I'm Sean Darcy. I'm going to be running you through tech orientation.
Good to meet you, Agent. What do you need me to do?
We'll be firing up the exercise in a second. For now, just stand there and be quiet, Mikey. Shouldn't be much longer. And here we go. Green lights. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything, Mikey. But enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? A used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more.
Okay.
All right, everyone's favorite. Grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on. Start checking them. They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill. Alright, now how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot. Now, try and get one through the window. Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank. Never get tired of that one. Now, see that electronic lock there? Use your EMP grenade to shut it down. It can save you time in the field. Shut down. No more lock. Alright, see that locker there?
Well, let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Nice. And just in time.
Hey, Darcy, open up.
Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while. You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical? Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush and just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
Just give me a first shot. Spread out. Devices. Hey, Thor. Wait up. We just want to talk to you. Sneaky bastard.
The doc's gonna be pissed. All right, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run.
Okay.
You know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes? Take this to the big leagues.
Maybe some other time, Darcy. I just want to get out of here and get my assignment.
You're lost then. I thought you might be scared. I mean, I don't really blame you. It's a big world out there. Full of risks.
I'm not scared, Darcy. I'm bored. If this is all you've got to teach me, then I need to move on anyway.
Temper, Mikey. I wouldn't get your blood pressure up or they're gonna trank you again.
Doubtful. Since it looks like I'm the only agent in this facility they're willing to give a real mission to. Too bad for you, Darcy.
All right then. If you change your mind, the range is good to go. Whenever you feel up to it, that is.
So. Gehen wir noch zum Verhörzimmer zurück und, ja. Danach machen wir dann mal eine Aufnahmepause. Aber erstmal bis noch da kommen mit diesen ganzen Ladezeiten hier immer. So, hier lang. Oh, und schon wieder Ladezeiten. Ja, wer hätte es gedacht?
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
I gave it my best, and so did they.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Looks like you did well on the tech portion of the test. Very well. Past Darcy's bitching, there's some real compliments in here if you look at the numbers. Mina's report says you might need more practice on the gun range, but you're probably still shaking off the drugs we gave you.
I'm still brushing up on my skills. Mina's a good teacher. I just need to be a better student.
She is a good teacher. She has a good eye for potential. I'll let her know your thoughts. And here's a surprise, a positive evaluation from Parker. On the number side as usual. But he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did? What was the sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise. Assuming you don't let us down, Mike. Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered. Usually we have to ask.
I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
My opinion isn't important. Yours is.
Not out in the field, and not when you're dealing directly with others. Then your opinion is all that counts. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
No, believe it or not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your psych profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
You'll see. The way you project yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
And if I want to impress them?
You don't always want to or need to. Having a good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits. Sometimes you want to piss someone off so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation. All depends on your objective. This goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want? And if I compromise an asset in the field by choosing the wrong path?
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Well, maybe they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able to spare, especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
If I need a breather to assess the situation, right?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone. So if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
And if they're a target, why talk to them at all?
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still, approaching someone to talk to them can allow you to get the drop on them if you get close enough to strike. Use it if you have to, if the conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's even a way you want the conversation to go.
So how do I know how someone wants to be treated? At least enough to cooperate.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Mostly weapon manuals. Then I make sure I actually test it myself. The specs are sometimes off.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email, and other documents that represent total research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses, like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit, and like it when you get to them. But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle. But if push comes to shove, it can give you an edge in combat. The more you've done your homework, the more vulnerable they'll be.
Makes sense to me. I'd rather get a firefight over with as quickly as possible.
Amen to that. Our records are complete, so use them when you have downtime.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up. You might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others. A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike, and what pisses me off.
How do I know when I have the go-ahead to start accessing files?
After meeting a target or hearing their name referenced by someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database and start doing your homework. You can usually unlock their basic information at that point. Let's start with a simple one. Al-Samad. That should be familiar to you.
The terrorist group?
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field. Talking to people about others is a good way to help gain dossier information. Sometimes people will have information on someone that can unlock a brand new thread in your computer search.
Okay, so I've suffered through your interrogation and know how to give one if need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Good, because I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again.
Und mal wieder Ladezeiten. Aber, na, ging ja recht flott diesmal.
Recognize him?
That's Sheikh Ali Shahid, the voice of Al-Samad. They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some prototype Halbeck technology. A missile with a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. That airliner was his first target.
Specs and shadiness of this whole thing aside, how did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck, and we need them back before he gets any more trigger-happy. Then we want you to kill him.
About time. I'm getting tired of this place.
All right, then. Pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit. And on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here. Oh, well. I'm gonna miss this place.
I doubt it. I'll contact you when you reach Saudi Arabia.
Ja. Wunderbar. Oh, laden.
Care to explain how Halbeck lost its missiles?
Old news. An accounting error.
The missiles. You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, ach ja, und Ladezeiten und so, ne? Oh Mann.
read me. I'm getting lots of interference.
Reading you loud and clear. Where can I find Shahid?
It's a little more complicated than that. It's gonna require some groundwork, and lots of it. Good to see you're eager to get started. Finding Shahid is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location, but we have 3 leads. An arms dealer, Nasri, is believed to have sold the missiles to Shahid, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where Shahid is, or guide you to the missiles.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it. We also tracked down the location of an airfield Shahid used in the past. If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shahid is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Any backup, sir?
Just Darcy on the comm.
Any backup, sir?
Funny, Mike. Darcy's enough. We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and communications. Once that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
And no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
Full security system?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age? Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of the weapons dealers in the area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you can find in Saudi Arabia.
I understand, sir. We wouldn't want Alpha Protocol tied to any weapons trafficking in the Middle East.
Exactly. There's also a weapons locker in the main living area. Open it up, help yourself, but use the ammo and armor you think suits the mission. When you're ready to head out, just use the front door, or access the missions from the main terminal. I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it? Westridge. Great. Home sweet home.
Alles klar. So, Kontrollpunkt ist erreicht und ich bin hier im nächsten Gebiet, also würde ich sagen, machen wir mal eine Aufnahmepause und sehen uns beim nächsten Teil von Alpha Protocol. Bis dann, tschüss!